touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Baxter. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds a man on the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Setting up the screen. Discards a man. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush on the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
The sure hands, it's Richmond. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes a connection. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
Off play action on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Field goal is good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw it. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Avery. Going after the big gain, the ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Now on second down after the good first down run. He's looking to throw. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Tempo in overdrive. Wants to fire on second down. This time it's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. He caught it. Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UAB is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Getting some heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I tell you, as a quarterback, it's going to be hard throwing the ball over the middle of the field against this defense because these D linemen are huge and they've got long arms. That was like trying to throw over a 10-foot tall person. Nearly impossible.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Oh, we didn't do anything.
Line gets set, 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's taking the shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw.
Oh,
Picked
shit.
off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Yeah, I'm trying to do
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Snags it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying to get to it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. Between the uprights, it's good.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
A loss of 2 yards on the play.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
They'll try the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Huntsville. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
Just about set for the 2nd half kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morris. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ross. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through two directions.
Caught behind the line. It's Ross. Stopped after making the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Off the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Just drives it between the uprights. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And they're in for a touchdown. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
It's caught downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wide out in motion. The give to the tailback. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success.
Oh, look out. There he goes. Drills him with the stiff arm. A huge gain on that one. Ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then
just steamrolling the defense. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Pushes ahead. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They go to the draw. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the return, it's Avery. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
With jet sweep pass. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for room, it's Avery. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. He wants to throw. He's got the back in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it, being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game 1 going exactly how they scripted.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 15 over the Sharks. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Morris. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing.
Yes, sir.
Pass intercepted.
Yes, sir. That ball been trying to get one out.
To run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
That's how far it's kind of supposed to look.
Guys, this offense
That's
will
how
go
we supposed
back
to
on the
play.
attack.
Offense struggling though, but we did good.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
On second down, he'll fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, that quarterback is really lucky that that ball wasn't intercepted. You should never throw the ball back across your body. I think because of the pressure, he felt like he had to do something quickly with the football, but that was almost...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I would have did that. They would have bad me.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, wants to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. He's in for the touchdown. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. You're going to make the big play, get the touchdown.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. A first down for the offense. The hand to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going to try to get it himself. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They tried it again and got the same result. They'll get nothing and like it. Now they're looking at a...
See something right quick. Let's see what he's talking about.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Here's the handoff. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick strike complete. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it to the 40. And then a first down for this offense. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is what you do in the backyard. You never do it in the middle of the game. It's always final drive, clock winding, got to have a score. Offense down one possession. Going downfield for the big play. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They're getting this guy lathered up.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. And stampeding through the
20.
defense. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
So put somebody in that's going to move the ball.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
What you out there doing, man?
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Going up top on first down. He's open on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. One more play to pad the stats. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that are being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.